During World War II, fertilizer was as critical as fuel or ammunition. Modern industrial fertilizers depended heavily on nitrogen factories, phosphate mines, and long supply chains, exactly the systems most vulnerable to bombing, blockades, and rationing. When those systems failed, farmers across Europe and parts of Asia faced a terrifying question: how do you feed millions without fertilizer? The answer came from an unlikely source, a humble, nearly forgotten plant known as comfrey. Comfrey, or Symphytum officinale, had been used for centuries as a medicinal herb, but during World War II it gained a new reputation, a living fertilizer factory. With roots plunging up to 10 feet deep, comfrey could draw up minerals unreachable by most crops: potassium, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, and trace elements locked deep in subsoil layers. While shallow-rooted plants starved in depleted wartime fields, comfrey thrived. Even more remarkable, it didn't need replanting. Once established, it returned year after year, producing massive leafy growth multiple times per season. Farmers began calling it a forever plant. During wartime, Britain, Germany, and parts of Eastern Europe, experimental farms discovered something extraordinary. Comfrey leaves contained up to 3 times more potassium than farmyard manure. When chopped and applied as mulch, it restored soil fertility rapidly. It could be fermented into liquid feed, often called comfrey tea, for crops. It dramatically boosted yields of potatoes, grains, and vegetables. Some small farms reported cutting comfrey 4 to 5 times per year, each harvest feeding fields, livestock, or compost piles. With chemical fertilizer factories redirected toward explosives and weapons, comfrey quietly kept people fed. Comfrey didn't add nutrients the way synthetic fertilizers do. Instead, it recycled and redistributed minerals already present in the land. Its deep roots acted like biological mining drills, pulling nutrients upward and locking them into leaves that could be returned to the topsoil. This created a self-sustaining fertility loop. Media group, looping animation of comfrey leaves being cut and returned to soil. Farmer harvesting comfrey leaves in fieldy stock, distribute stock equally. Deep minerals absorbed. Leaves harvested, nutrients returned to surface soil, crops fed naturally. Soil improved year after year. Unlike synthetic fertilizers, which deplete soil biology over time, comfrey made soil richer with every season. During World War II, animal feed shortages were severe. Comfrey offered a solution here as well. Its protein content rivaled legumes, and livestock, from chickens to cattle, thrived on it when used properly. Some wartime farms used comfrey as emergency fodder, silage supplement, and green feed during winter shortages. It wasn't just a fertilizer replacement, it was a food security system. When the war ended, nitrogen factories didn't shut down, they pivoted. The same infrastructure once used to make explosives now produced cheap synthetic fertilizer at a massive scale. Governments and corporations pushed industrial agriculture as the future, uniform, mechanized, and, well, totally dependent on purchased inputs. Comfrey didn't fit that model. It couldn't be patented. It didn't require annual seed sales. It reduced fertilizer demand. It empowered small farmers. Worse for corporations, it worked too well without ongoing costs. Agricultural research funding shifted away from biological solutions. Comfrey was quietly labeled old-fashioned, unscientific, or impractical. In some countries, its promotion simply vanished from official farming manuals. Later, concerns about certain comfrey varieties containing alkaloids toxic if consumed in large amounts by humans were amplified, often without distinction between medicinal use and agricultural use. While those concerns were real in specific contexts, they were used to dismiss the plant entirely. No nuance, no discussion, no comeback. Today farmers face rising fertilizer prices, soil degradation, supply chain instability, and climate stress. The same problems World War II farmers faced, only on a global scale. Comfrey still grows, its deep-rooted biology still works, its soil-building power hasn't changed. What changed was who benefited from forgetting it. Comfrey wasn't erased because it failed, it was erased because it succeeded without dependence, and in a world once again facing fertilizer shortages, that forgotten World War II forever plant may be more dangerous to the status quo than ever before.